Hello everybody and welcome back to part 4, the April episode of my 12-part series of my 2021 Survival RTX Minecraft world. So, pretty much this last month has been solely focused on the cathedral. As you can see, we have done a ton of building. In the back right there, we've got in that second layer of windows and then just getting all these pillars worked up nice and symmetrical and just making sure that everything is working well. Got a little jump in the lighting right there. Now, I was working on getting the scaffolding situation figured out just so that I could have it all up higher and not have so many layers now that I'm working up higher. So I got up to this level and I got over here to the end one night and I looked over and realized something glowing in the distance. Now, obviously, you can see something is built up over there, but I looked, and kind of saw some glowing stuff, and I was like, there is no freaking way that that is an ocean monument this close to the cathedral. If you guys saw mine and my husband's live stream, we spent 3 hours looking for an ocean monument, pretty much in the opposite direction over there. And we could not find anything. I mean, it took us forever. We finally found one, but it was seriously so far away. So for me to spot this and then be like, oh my god, is that really an ocean monument, was just insane. Because that's really the main reason why I had been procrastinating building a guardian farm all of this time, because it was so freaking far away. I thought it was going to be like a huge project. Now, don't get me wrong, this was an absolutely huge project, but not impossible like it was seeming before. So so pretty much I went over there, noticed that it was a guardian farm, and then I pretty much went to work after that. So I got some supplies together and I built this farm. Was a tutorial by a gentleman named, I think his YouTube channel was JC PLAYZ. I will link the video in the description because it doesn't use any portals, which is the thing that I was coming up against for a lot of the other Guardian farms, and I didn't want to get that crazy, so this one ended up working out nicely. Really quick, I just want to show you what this looks like with the sea lanterns. I've only done the sea lanterns on this side over here. I haven't done them on the other side. But as you can see, that is looking fantastic. I went ahead and added in these sea lanterns here at the bottom, just because I wasn't getting any light on this detail quartz that I worked so hard to mine, so I added in that feature right there. But this is looking insane. I mean, it's looking really cool. It looks really good. Let me get my controls up real quick and lay this boat down. It looks really cool when we go out here on the water and take a look at it, just like with the reflection and everything. It's exactly what I imagined. Like that. See that reflection right there? Shining up. I think I might tear out a couple of these icebergs eventually, but not right now. So we're gonna make our way over to the Guardian farm, and I'm gonna kind of tell you about how that works in the process of that. Now, even with the Guardian farm, getting the amount of sea lanterns that I'm going to require for this build, I just want to stop and admire this for a second. I still need like at least, I'm estimating about 1,600 sea lanterns for this build, and that's a lot. So I'm pretty much going to be AFK here for like the next couple of weeks. Just trying to get enough supplies to actually make some sea lanterns. So I'm gonna pop up on top over here, because that will be the easiest way to kind of show you guys what's happening. And let me shut off the machine because it's gonna be noisy as hell. Okay, so pretty much the way that this works is I have built a pillar. You can kind of see this one going down. I've built a pillar under each of these torches all the way to the ground, and when it goes all the way to the ground, it covers up all of the spawn spots that guardians can spawn. So then After I went ahead and did all of that, then this tube that I'm standing on right now, it's just a bubble elevator tube using the soul sand, and that shoots up all of the guardians that I left open in that one spot up to here. And then I have a piston square, you can't even tell, but like basically it's 4 pistons kind of facing towards each other, and they shoot in a sequence to where it pushes a trident around in a square. And when the trident gets pushed around, then it kills the guardians inside. Not my design, not my working. I just did exactly what the tutorial said and it worked, thank God. So that was convenient. I died so many times building this thing, so many freaking times. But yeah, I'll just flip it on real quick and you can kind of see it in action. I love it. It works so well. So then that just pretty much just goes and goes and goes. And then I pretty much stand there to collect a bunch of XP, which you can see my level is extremely high right now. And then, yeah, so then I created this storage system underneath. The original storage just required 1 double chest. That was not enough for what I needed, so I extended this using some hoppers and chests all the way down here so that I could AFK and not have this system overflow. So if we look right here, we can see I've pretty much taken out a lot of the prismarine crystals in building the sea lanterns that I have so far. So, but yeah, it pretty much just gets a bunch of loot, and then these will all eventually fill up as I AFK. Yeah, see, I kind of noted need 1640 lanterns for pillars. Yeah, so yeah, pretty much. That is how that system works. And then, yeah, I've just been storing my sea lanterns in here. I've taken most of them over to the cathedral. As you can see, I've lit up that whole side. So, yep, that's pretty much how it works. So, and I don't think I've done anything else this month other than this project. I mean, this was just a huge undertaking in itself. Eventually, I would like to replace because everything's kind of built out of dirt and it looks bad. So I would like to replace everything in like prismarine just to kind of make it look a lot better than it does, but that's a project for another day, frankly. And then, and you know, I think that I might, this part that's sticking up out of the water, let me hop down in my boat so I can kind of point at things. This part that is sticking up out of the water here, the spawn platform thingy, I don't know. I'll probably end up covering this up and turning it into some kind of, maybe like a statue or a fountain or something, maybe like of a mermaid or a woman coming out of the water, out of the prismarine blocks. I think that could look nice, because yeah, I mean, if you're looking at it from the cathedral over here, I mean, we basically just got an eyesore. Like, it does not look good. So, so I'm hoping to kind of dress that up eventually. Now, when I was originally doing this, building this out, I had the idea of using TNT instead of like trying to mine out the bricks, because the Grandpa Guardians, I don't know their actual name, make it so that you can't actually like mine out blocks. So what I ended up doing was blowing up some TNT, but then I ran out of TNT, ran out of gunpowder, so then I was like, well, I can just make some using a creeper farm. So I had actually, you can kind of see the remains of it, I guess. I had built up a whole creeper farm over here, only to realize that in like one of the top comments on the video, they were like, oh, by the way, this isn't for Bedrock Edition, this is only for Java. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? So, so that was just a complete waste. Like literally in this chest, I have like 1 piece of gunpowder. And it just did not work at all. It was ridiculous. It was, what a waste. What a waste. I'm still a little bit bitter about it, frankly, but you know, just one of those things. So what ended up happening was, by the time that I had failed at that, and then come all the way back over here, it turned out that all of the Grandpa Guardians had kind of made their way out of it from the explosions that I had made. And so they were all just kind of swimming around, except for the one in the very center, but I was able to get into that one. And so I ended up just being able to just sword kill them all and dying several times and spawning here and running back and just going at them. Dying so many freaking times. I probably died at least, I would say at a minimum 50 times during this whole process. Yeah, that took forever. So, but I finally got it and it freaking works, and I'm super glad that it works. So, anyways, see, these are all the cats that I had over here for the creeper farm. Anyways, that is gonna do it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and the progress that I've been making along this whole thing. And I will see you guys next month as we plow on, I guess. Bye.